Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Tuesday. And so today we are going to be making a card, and I'm going to be using the Garden Meadows stamp set and dies. Okay, so this is a bundle that is on my online store. Okay, and I love the garden feel of it. And I thought this would be a really cute card to make a birthday card. And then I'm also going to be using Notes of Nature. Notes of Nature is in the mini catalog. Okay, so it's available in the mini catalog, and this is a red rubber set. So let's get started. We're going to be using Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper, a little piece of that, and let's just see how this goes. I'm going to be using some blends to color in. Okay, so push this back a little so you can see better. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to be using a piece of Petal Pink for my card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I considered doing it, this way. But then I decided I think I like this way better. Okay, so that's going to be my card base, but I'm basically going to work on this piece, a white piece. It's going to layer. So this is 4 by 5.25, and I'm going to cut with my paper trimmer a little piece off of this Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper. So this is a 6 by 6 paper that is available in the online store. It also coordinates with this month's paper Pumpkin, which is very cool. So I'm just going to cut this by 4 inches. And then I'm going to cut it on an angle. So I think I'm going to cut it about... I want to cut these trees off, so I'm going to cut it about here. Okay, so I'm going to be using that part. I thought that kind of looked like a sky. I thought, ooh, that'd be kind of cool for this card. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that to my piece here. So this is, like I said, this is 4 by 5.25. So this is 4 by, if you're going to ask me the size, let me hang on a second. I'll measure it for you. You need to cut it 4 by 3, and then you can angle it if you want. So I just, I didn't really measure. I just angled it. That's how I roll. Okay, so I've got this. Add this to my card. Okay, now I want to do a little stamping. So I have a piece of cardstock. Actually, this was a piece of scrap. And this is the deckled circles. So I have this already cut, so I'm just going to use it today, and I'm going to stamp this stamp right here, the wheelbarrow full of flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp that in Memento Black. Which, you know what? I didn't bring Memento Black over. So I am going to stamp it in the only stamp pad that I brought over is Basic Gray. I'm going to use Basic Gray. See how that works. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that on here. And let's see, how do I want that? Okay, I kind of want that on a little bit of an angle. Like that. Oh yeah, that's really cute. All right. So I have that, and then I'm going to stamp a few other images from the stamp set. I'm going to use the rain boots, which I love these little rain boots. Stamp those in Basic Gray also. Aren't they cute? And then I'm going to stamp the little water... what do you call it? Having a brain cramp. What you water your plants with. Water bucket. I'm just going to call it the water bucket. And then the last thing I'm going to stamp is the basket of flowers. Got to clean this because I didn't bring all my blocks over. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the basket of flowers. Okay. And I have to stamp one more thing, I'm going to go ahead and clean these stamps. I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday from the stamp set. So there are going to be some price increases in the new catalog. Cardstock's going up. A lot of things are going up, just like everything in our world. So if you really want to save on anything that you use all the time, now would be the time to do it. And I could give you a list of the things that are going to be going up. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday, and I'm going to stamp that on a little piece of white cardstock. See, I'm just using one stamp pad today. Happy birthday. Okay, I'm done stamping. Now, I just want to do a little bit of coloring with my blend markers. And I'm going to cut this out. So I have my Happy Birthday stamped, and no idea where this clear acetate came from. Just appeared on my, it has appeared on my table. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the wheelbarrow, and I'm just going to use smoky slate, light smoky slate. So they usually say when you're going to use the blends, you want to use a black memento, but it doesn't have to be a black memento. You can be a rebel like me and use a regular ink pad. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the dark smoky slate. I'm just going to do this little border around the wheelbarrow. Oh, I just think this is such a cute stamp set. And there are dies that coordinate with this. I'm not going to cut out the, obviously not going to cut out the wheelbarrow because I'm just going to use it as is on the card, on the circle. Could have used my black for the tires, but guess what? I'm just going to use gray. Gray blend marker. Smoky slate, I should say. Dark smoky slate. Okay. Looking good. Okay, and then I'm going to use the petal pink for some of these flowers. Not all of them. I'm just going to pounce. I'm not going to color all of the flowers the same color. I'm going to do the basket in petal pink. And maybe a few of the flowers also. Just pounce, pounce, pounce. And I think I'm just going to do the boots also in petal pink. See how I'm just doing? I'm kind of just going crazy with the coloring. I'm going to be using a light fresh freesia for my water can. And I'll do a few of these flowers in fresh freesia also. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Then I have my melon mambo, and I'll do the rest of the flowers in melon mambo. I hope you can see good. If you can't, just zoom. Just zoom in. You can see what I'm doing better if you just zoom. I do that all the time if I'm watching a video. Okay. And I might do some of this. I'm just going to say this is lavender. Who knew? Who knows? I don't. I don't know what that is. I'm going to use my Melon Mambo and put some polka dots on these boots. And then my last thing I'm going to do is I am going to use a light Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to just color some of these leaves. Super quick and easy. That one's done. What is that little thing? Not sure. Not sure if that's supposed to be part of the wheelbarrow or if that's part of the flower. Okay, whatever it is, I don't know. Hang on a second. I think that's part of the wheelbarrow. So let me come back and just color that in gray. There we go. Okay, so this is done because I'm not going to cut that out. But these three, I do have the dies. Okay, so the Garden Meadow dies have all the pieces that cut out these little pieces. So this cuts out the boots and the watering can and the little basket of flowers. In addition to a lot of other dies that are in here. Some are standalone, but most of them cut out all these cute little pieces. Okay, so I've got my mini cut and emboss right here, my Pee-wee, I call it. My Pee-wee. Oh, that's going up in price. So, do you have a mini cut and emboss? If not, and you want to get one, now is the time because they're going to go up in price. Okay. I didn't bring my silicone mat over, so it's bouncing around a little bit. Okay. I'll make it work. Okay. There's the three dies. And there are my three. Look, it even cut out the center. Isn't that so cute? Cut out the center. So, yeah. Die cutting is amazing. Okay, so let me put these back so I don't lose them. You ever lost a die? Ugh, it's a horrible feeling. I have lost one die in my whole life, and I freaked out. I still haven't found it. So there you go. Okay, so now let's put this together. Here's our sky. And I have my silicone craft sheet. I have my glue. And I'm going to do just a little bit of, ooh, man, did that come out fast. Okay. It came out a little faster than I wanted it to, so I'm going to blot some of it off. Thank you. That's the cool thing about a craft sheet, silicone craft sheet. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer this on here, just like that. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with a little strip of Melon Mambo. Pick up some of that glue. And so that first one was Petal Pink, and this is Melon Mambo. And I think I'm done with the glue. So I just want to layer this right below that one. There we go. Okay, so all this glue that's on my craft sheet, that will, when it dries, I will just take my finger and it'll roll up, pill up, and I can remove it from my craft sheet. I wish my fingers worked that well. Okay, we gotta have that done. See, that added quite a little something. Now, I have this Notes of Nature, and I am going to do just a little bit more stamping. I'm going to add, just to add a little something to the bottom, because it's so stark white, I'm going to use this grid from Notes of Nature. I love this stamp. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that on there. Yeah. And then I'm going to add some little dots. This stamp set just adds the perfect amount of, just like a little background. I love it. It's kind of like a little bit of a shabby chic look. Okay, so now I'm going to add this to my card. Whoops, you see my fingers are sticky, right? I'm going to add this to my card, kind of like that. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to use liquid glue for this. And the reason is because I have a little bit of texture there with those little strips. Okay, I'm going to add that to my card. And then I'm going to pop these up. Do I have any dimensionals? Right here I do. Okay, I'm going to pop these 3 up, because these would be like what you would do, what you would add if you were gardening. Okay, and then the happy birthday, I'm going to pop that up also. I just love dimensionals. Somebody just recently told me that the dimensionals are different heights. It's like, nope, not anymore. They used to be. They used to be all different heights. Like, I think there was 2 different heights, I should say. So you would get a pack and you would get like I think 1 thin one and 1 thick one. Now you get 3 all the same. But if you want to puff them up higher, you just add them on, right? You just add 2 together. Okay, so now add this to my card. Ooh, I'm liking it, liking it, liking it. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it needs an embellishment? I don't really think so. I mean, the only thing I can think of would be Winkostella. So Winkostella is coming back. It's going to be in the catalog, the new catalog. It's going to be hard to find. It's on page 111, in case you're wondering. We searched and searched, and we finally found it. Page 111. And it is going to be available, but it's, for some reason, it's out of stock. It's been out of stock for a while. But it would look really cute on some of these flowers. So there's my finished card today. Thanks for watching. My name's Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. And if you like my videos, if you would please subscribe, I would appreciate it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.